Let's talk about the canvas and the image sprites on the canvas. First, the canvas has its own width and height, and within the blocks it's canvas.width and canvas.height. And then each image sprite has its own width and height. So in this picture, the plastic bottle, and you can see the little green bounding box around it, has its own width and height, and it's called plastic.width and plastic.height. And we'll be using a combination of the canvas's height and width and the image sprites height and width as far as placing them and arranging them on the canvas during the gameplay. Each image sprite has an X position and a Y position. So the X position is its horizontal position. So how many pixels to the right from the left edge of the screen or the canvas, and then the Y position, which is how many pixels down from the top of the canvas. So if you note here, the little red dot at the top left corner of the plastic bottle is its location or X and Y position. And that's an important thing to remember, is that the X and Y position is always the top left corner of an image. And note, like with this plastic bottle, there's a little bit of white space around it, or empty space. So you have to account for that when you're placing image sprites on a canvas. We're back here in App Inventor, and when we start the game, the idea is that the plastic bottle will be randomly placed somewhere in this bottom corner, so along the bottom of the ocean, but on the right hand side of the canvas. The diver and the fish are both going to start in the top left corner, so somewhere from the top of the canvas to halfway down and on the left hand side. The idea will then be that they both have to try to swim as fast as they can to get to the plastic bottle. So let's go to the blocks editor to start coding that. To make the coding a little bit easier, I'm going to start off with making a couple of variables. So I want to make variables that will contain the half the canvas width and half the canvas height. So I'm going to call one half width, and the other one I'm going to call half height. I'm going to initialize them both to 0. And then I'm going to calculate them once the app actually starts. We know that screen 1 has a screen.initialize event when the app starts. And that's where I'm going to set these values. And half of the width is going to be the canvas's width. So if I find canvas.width, I will go to math and pull out a divided by block, and I'm going to divide the canvas width by and grab another math block and change the 0 to 2. So this means that half the width of the canvas is the canvas width divided by 2, which makes sense. I can then duplicate this block using the drop down, change half width to half height, and then change canvas.width to canvas.height. Now why don't I just calculate these values here when I initialize them? It's a little strange thing, but the canvas width and height don't actually get set until you start the app. So the canvas width and height are 0 when I'm initializing. So when the app starts, that's when those values actually are something other than 0. So that's why we have to do it when the screen is initialized. It's a little quirky thing about App Inventor. So now that we've got these variables, the first thing we'll do is place the plastic bottle. So I'll drag out a set plastic X and a set plastic Y so I can set the location for my plastic bottle. The X and Y tell us the location. So X is the horizontal location in pixels, and the Y is the vertical location in pixels. And that tells us where we're placing our image sprite. The X and Y is always the upper left corner of the image. So if we think about the X is going to be a number somewhere between half of the width and the full width of the canvas. Let's do that first. So the x will be a random number, so we're going to go to Math, Random Integer, and instead of 1 and 100, it's going to be half the width. So half width, our variable half width. I'm just going to duplicate canvas width. So the x will be some random number between half the width of the canvas and the full width of the canvas. And then our plastic y, if we go back and look at it in the designer, we want to take the height, which will be right at the bottom of the canvas, and we want to subtract the height of the plastic bottle. And that will give us a location so that the plastic bottle sits right on the bottom of the ocean. So let's go to Math and grab a minus, and let's duplicate canvas height, and then let's go to plastic and grab plastic height, and we'll subtract that. Let's see if we can test this out. I've got my emulator running. Let me resize this window so that I can see both running at the same time. So if I go and refresh my companion screen, we can see the plastic bottles placed along the bottom. And if I refresh it again, now it's way over here. So it's randomly moving, but it is staying along the bottom floor. Okay, so that seems to be working, where our plastic bottle is being moved randomly from halfway to the edge of the canvas. Let's now look at the diver and fish, and we want them to start over on the left, kind of in this left corner. So their x's will be, let's make them 1, so they'll be right along the left hand side. And then their y will be a random number from 1 to half of the height, and that will put them in this upper left corner. So let's do it for diver. So let's set the diver's x, and I'm going to grab this 1 here, and I'm going to duplicate this and change the x to y. And let's grab from Math a random integer from 1 to, and instead of 100, we're going to grab half height. And then we can duplicate both of these and change diver to fish. Duplicate the y and change the diver to fish. Let me go back and resize this again so we can see both of them running. And I'm going to refresh my screen. They've both moved to the left. Refresh again and refresh again. They are being placed along the left edge, and they're randomly changing their positions. So we want each time we run this for everything to start in a different position and not be the same every time we run it. So the placement of the 3 image sprites seems to be working at this point. So that's a good start.